work the basic Kimura and pull guard. So you want to start off, you want to get his hands on the mat. Okay, so you want to think anytime the guy puts his hand on the mat, he's exposing himself to either a sweep, an arm bar, or a Kimura. Okay, so hands come under his wrists. One little trick to make sure you have control of some of these postures, keep your butt off the ground and have your guard. Okay, so don't just have your butt sitting on the floor. You have your hips engaged and your butt up a little bit. So your hands under. And now as I move his hands out to the side, I'm going to pull my hands forward. See how I press his hands down towards my hips? Okay? I don't want to bring his arms up like this. So when I pass the arms out, I pull my knees to my chest, I put the hands on the mat. Okay, from here what I'm doing is I'm going to secure one wrist. I'm going to swing over. Okay? When you sit up and get this grip, make sure that you wrap tight around the elbow. I go around his elbow and grab my own wrist. Right? From here, I'm going to pull his elbow tight to my chest. Right? Now my legs are locked, I open them up, I pinch my knees and shrink my butt out to the side. Right? So from here, once you have this grip to finish it, what you want to do is pull the elbow really tight to your chest. Right? And now, notice how I'm on my side, I'm not facing the ceiling, I'm facing the back of his head here. Right, so I want to push his hand towards his head. But more important than that is I want to pull his elbow towards the floor. Right, so don't do this. This doesn't do much. Right, make sure that you're pulling his elbow towards the floor. And then, if you need to, just push his hand slowly towards the head. If you do this, do it very slow. Everybody in here, I think, has messed up shoulders. So, both hands come under. Make sure that you don't pull with your hands. You just move the hands to the side and pull with your knees. Right, from here, if you need to, you can open your legs up to move, but try to lock them as soon as you can. When you sit up, get up on your elbow, wrap your arm over his elbow here. Okay, so you gotta make sure you have just his elbow and wrist controlled here. His wrist, your wrist. Pull his elbow tight to your chest and lay back. Once you're on your back, shrimp out on your side. Right. From here, bring the elbow towards the floor and push his hand towards his head. You guys got it? 1, 2, 3. Jake, you're gonna go. Over there. So we're gonna start. So this is somewhat unrealistic because every time I do this, you can just kind of I don't really have good control of them. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit more realistic version of this. So I'm gonna go 2 hands on one wrist. All right. So what I want to do is I want to push his elbow towards him and pull my knees forward to break his posture. All right, but you'll probably notice anytime when you're doing jiu-jitsu, if I want his arm to move that way and I start doing it, he's always going to do the opposite of what I want. So he's gonna I want to push his arm that way, he's going to push back in me, so it's going to be very hard. So the way you trick him is I start off by pulling his arm like this. That makes him want to pull his arm away, right? And then I pull my knees forward and I push. And that's what. So always kind of remember that. If you want to get his arm to go that way, start by pulling it this way. And then he'll do half the work for you. Okay? So when you do this, you'll see when you post on me hard. So I'm trying to break his posture. So he's got a stiff arm and all his weight's on, so it's going to be really hard to push it away. Right? So start by pulling it, like sort of across. And that'll make him, even if he doesn't pull back really hard, he'll start changing the direction of his momentum. Right? And then use your legs first to pull and push. Keep your abs crunched. Now see how his elbow flared out like that? It's exactly what you want. So I can secure it with one hand for a second, bring this over, shoot it through. Sometimes you don't have a solid grip on his wrist, but you can still control his arm just by sort of you guys come over here. So you can see what I'm doing? And then secure his arm without really using my fingers, just for a second. Right? So I have a hard time getting his wrist, I'll just use my wrist. And I lock on here, and I adjust, and then I can make a better grip. Right. So 2 on 1, pull first. I want the person on top to try to pull their elbow back slightly, and then you use your knees to pull and push with your hands. Get the elbow to flare out. Bring this arm over, punch it through the hole. Get your grips, and then it's the same way to finish always. Once you have this grip, you don't want to be facing the ceiling. You want to get on your side, shrimp away. Try to look straight at the back of his head, at the side of his head. You want your elbow as close as possible to his elbow, so I don't want to have his whole arm in there. I just want just the elbow and his wrist. And then you gotta pull the elbow towards the floor and push his hand towards his head. So again, start off by pulling. When he pulls back, push and pull. Bring the arm over, If you're in a sort of awkward position, use your forearms to control his arm. Okay, this gives you a solid grip just for a second, just long enough to do that. Okay. Start shrimping out on your side. Relax your feet.